Welcome to the 1974 World Series. This is the culmination of a 1974 replay, co-op replay between myself and Leon. Leon took the American League and I took the National League. It's taken about 15 to 16 months to get to the World Series. LA won the National League championship by beating Pittsburgh in the playoffs in 5 games. Oakland won the American League Championship by beating Baltimore in a thrilling 5-game series as well in the American League Championship Series. Oakland won 102 games in the regular season, and LA won 108. So this is a World Series against two Titans, the two best teams in the major leagues. So it should be a fun, exciting series. Game 1 will feature Don Sutton against Vida Blue. This is not exactly as played because both LCS went 5 games, whereas in real life they both went 4 games. So Messersmith got the game 1 start in the real life, but he had to pitch game 5 of the LCS, so Don Sutton gets the start. In game 2, though, it'll be Catfish Hunter, who won 30 games, against Andy Messersmith, who won 24 games. So game 2 should be a classic pitchers showdown, but game 1 will feature 2 quality pitchers as well, in Don Sutton and Vida Blue. Here are the lineups for the game 1 of the World Series. Oakland will have Campaneris at short, North and center, Bando at third, Jackson in right, Rudy in left, Tennis at first, Fosse catching, Green playing second, and Vida Blue pitching. LA will have Lopes at second, Buckner in left, Wynn center field, Garvey first base, Ferguson right field, Say at third, Russell at short, Yeager catching, and Sutton pitching. Here we go with the beginning of the 1974 World Series. Campaneris will lead off against Don Sutton. And it's a 33-8, but that is a line out. The 25 hit check is stopped by Don Sutton's 44. So that's a tough thing when a 33 is a line out. So 1 down, and it will be Billy North up next, and he 61-40 fly out to left. Ignore this over here. I just noticed that I had started the game earlier, and I didn't realize I didn't have it on manual entry. So this was actually the first play using the actual Stratomatic game, so that doesn't count there. All right, so 2 down, North flies out, and it'll be up to Sal Bando here in the bottom of the first. Bando, 2 out, nobody on. He singles to right, 44-7, so a 2-out hit for Sal Bando will bring up Mr. October, Reggie Jackson. Jackson, home run power, as we all know. And 25 is a 10. That is a single to left. Bando gets to third, and Reggie steals second. So the A's have a little 2-out rally here going. The single and a stolen base. And it'll be Joe Rudy up. Rudy hit 293 in real life. He's got a good bat. Gene Tennis on deck, who walks a lot, so we don't want to walk Rudy to get to Tennis. Rudy will bat. Here's the pitch. 34-31 fly out to center. So Sutton gets out of the jam. Oakland threatens but does not score. Bottom of the first, Lopes will lead off against Vida Blue, strong, hard-throwing left-hander. 41's a 24, ground to short, 1 down. Billy Buckner will be up next. 23's a 12, he grounds unassisted to first, 2 down. So 2 ground outs. And Jimmy Wynn will be up next. Wynn hit, I believe it was 37 home runs in the replay. And 41-28, he also grounds to short. So 3 ground outs for LA. They go 1, 2, 3. We'll go to the second. Here's Gene Tennis leading off. 32-26, that's a ground ball to second, 1 away. Ray Fosse, another ground out. This one to short, so 2 away. So 2 ground outs here in the top of the second. Dick Green will be up. He'll try to get on to clear Vida Blue. And he grounds to third. He can't do it. So 3 ground outs for Oakland in the top of the second. LA will come to bat in the bottom of the second. Steve Garvey will lead off, and he grounds to third. So 4 ground outs so far for Vida Blue. Joe Ferguson will be next. Fergie. And he grounds back to the mound. 5 ground outs for Blue. Ron Say will be up. Say hit a big 2-run homer to break a 1-1 tie in Game 5 of the LCS to send LA on to victory in the National League Championship. And 31's a 9. 25 is stopped by Vida's 33, so that's a pop out. So Blue has retired the first 6 Dodger batters so far. Top of the third, no score. Vida Blue will be up. Vida did not bat in the regular season because of the DH rule. As you can see, is a pretty poor hitting card, obviously. So he should be an easy out, and he is. A strikeout. Bert Campaneris walks. So 1 out walk for Campy. Strikeout and a walk. Billy North will be up next. 1 on, 1 out. North flew out his first time up. And singles to right. And Campaneris motors to third. So the Dodgers in a little bit of trouble here in the third, with North singling to right, Campaneris scampering to third, runners on the corners with 1 out for Sal Bando. Bando singled his first time up. Let's see if Oakland can get on the board here first. And 63-31, that's a fly to center. That'll be deep enough to score the run. Wynn does not have a good arm in center field, so Campaneris trots home. And Oakland leads 1-0 on a sac fly by Bando. Here's Reggie, who singled to left his first time up and stole second. And 2 balls, 62-14, 2 balls, 46-13. Reggie K, so that'll end it. But Oakland gets on the board first. Top the third, 1-0, Oakland. LA will bring up the bottom 3 in the order. Russell, Yeager, and Sutton still looking for their first base runner in the game. And Bill Russell grounds to first. That is 7 consecutive ground ball outs for Vida Blue here to start the game. Steve Yeager. And there's a foul out. At least it breaks up the ground ball string. But 8 in a row set down by Blue. Don Sutton. 2 out, nobody on, and he whiffs to end it. So Vida is perfect through 3. As we go to the 4th, 1-0 Oakland. Joe Rudy will lead off. Rudy grounds to second. He flew out his first time up, 1 down. Gene Tennis will be next. Tennis also grounded out his first time up. This time he strikes out, so Sutton gets him on strikes. 2 down, nobody on for Ray Fosse. Fosse 13-36. That's a fly out to left. That ends the inning. And Oakland goes in order in the 4th. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. 1-0 Oakland. LA will have the top of the order. Still looking for their first base runner. Davey Lopes flies to center. 1 down. Bill Buckner. There's a double. 44 is an H. 33 is a 5. That is a double, and that's the first hit and first base runner for LA. Whoops. Double for Buckner. Here is Jimmy Wynn. Tying run out at second with 1 out. Wynn will try to drive him in, and he walks 62-14. So Dodgers, the LA Dodgers have something going here in the 4th. Steve Garvey will be up. And 26-13, big strikeout for Blue. That's the 2nd out. Joe Ferguson will be up, trying to tie the game, maybe then some. 35-13, another strikeout for Blue, and he gets out of the jam. So good pitching by Vida. We'll go to the 5th. 1-0 LA, or 1-0 Oakland still. Green will be up first. And 55's an 8. The 36 is blocked by the 44. That's a line out. 1 down. Vida Blue will strike out. 2 down. So line and strike. And Bert Campaneris. Walk. 2 out walk for Campy. Here's North. And he pops out. So a walk and a pop to end it. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. And the score is It's 1-0 Oakland. We're halfway through already. Ron Say will lead off. Blue has been terrific so far. There's a single for Say leading off the 5th. And Bill Russell will be up. And he gets an infield single, 42-9. Now, the Dodgers definitely have something going here in the bottom of the 5th. 2 on, nobody out for Yeager. Steve Yeager. 35-13, that's a strikeout. Big strikeout for Blue. That is his 4th K in the game. That'll bring up Sutton. Sutton will have to sacrifice. And beats out the bunt to load the bases. So now we've got the bases loaded with 1 out. So Sutton tries to sacrifice, beats out the bunt. The bases are loaded for 1 out. For Davey Lopes, Oakland will play the infield back, try to get the double play, and keep the big inning from happening. Here is the pitch to Lopes. 43 is a slow bounce to the mound. Runners do advance 1 base, and the game is tied now. So we have a ground out with everyone advancing. 2nd and 3rd now for Buckner, lefty against lefty, and the game tied 1-1. Billy Bucks 1 for 2 with a double, and he singles to left center. 55-7. Both runners score, and Buckner takes 2nd on the throw, and the crowd goes crazy. Oh, hold on, he went to 2nd. So we have a single, and Buckner to 2nd. 3-1 Dodgers. Here's Jimmy Wynn. And 54-45-32, that's a fly out to right, ends the inning. So LA with 3 big runs in the 5th takes the 3-1 lead. Here's Bando in the 6th trying to get the runs back. Sal grounds to 3rd, 1 away. Reggie, 31's a 14, a walk. So ground out and a walk. And Joe Rudy will be up. Rudy has home run power, but he strikes out here. 21's a 13. 2 down. Gene Tennis will be up. Tennis grounds to short to end it. So we will move to the bottom of the 6th. 3-1 LA. Vida has thrown against 21 batters faced. His stamina is 29, so he's not even close to being tired. But if he gets in trouble, Oakland bullpen will probably be called on here. Here's Garvey, 34-31, that's a fly to center. Ferguson, 14's a 30, that's a fly to left. So 2 fly outs for Say, who singled last time, and he grounds out this time. So that ends it. So we have a fly out, and a ground out. We'll go to the 7th. Late innings now. Oakland needs to rally. They've only had 3 hits and a run. Fossey will lead off, and he pops to 3rd. Say catches it, 1 down. Dick Green will be up. And Green walks. 1 out walk for Green. And Vida will be lifted here. It will be Claudel Washington, 285 hitter. Ted Kubiak, 209. Jim Holt, 234. Let's bring on Claudel Washington, their best left-handed pinch hitter. So Claudel Washington will pinch hit off of Don Sutton with 1 on and 1 out. Claudel, double play grounder, 26-24. That's a 6-4-3. That ends the inning, and we'll go to 7th inning stretch time. Here's the trivia question. Who led the National League in fielding at first base for 5 straight years from 51 to 55? Would that be Gil Hodges, maybe? Ted Kluszewski. I was wrong. Didn't know that. All right, well, we'll go to Fingers. Raleigh Fingers, the best relief pitcher for Oakland. Fingers will be in to pitch for the A's. And he's also 33-31. All right, bottom of the 7th. Russell will lead it off for the Dodgers. And he singles to right, 44-7, so good start off at Raleigh Fingers. Steve Yeager will be up next. Yeager, the catcher. 15's an 8, 21 is stopped by Fingers 33, so but it's a slow bounder and the runner advances. So we have a runner in scoring position now with 1 out. Sutton will still be allowed to hit. He's pitching well. 25 is a 9. That is another hit for Sutton. He'll be 2 for 3. A G runner scores. Russell is not a G, so he'll hold it third. But the Dodgers are in business again here in the bottom of the 7th. Here's Lopes. We'll bring the infield in. Hard to turn a double play against Lopes with his good speed, and Oakland can't afford to give up any more runs. 12's a 25. Well, that would have been a double play, but I had the infield in, so bad managing in that situation. But the runner is out at home, and the runner's at first and second now with 2 outs. It does cut off the run, so at least there's that. Let's see, first base, second base, and out. Okay, now here's Buckner, who's been the hitting star, with a double and a single and 2 RBIs. And he flies to center. So the Dodgers threaten but don't score. And it stays 3-1 as we go to the 8th. Sutton will try to get these last 6 outs and nail down game 1. Campaneris, another walk. That's 3 straight walks for Campaneris, 45-14. So good start for the A's. Billy North will be up next. Single over first, runner to third, batter steals second. So now the A's have something going. Alright, let's see. Sutton has faced 31 men. His stamina is 29, so he's past that. So we got to lower this a notch for him. Okay. Here is Bando, second and third. Single left, runner score and batter to second, and the A's have tied the game and have the lead run at second base. And here's Reggie Jackson with Rudy and Tennis up next. I think I'm going to make the switch. I go to Jim Brewer, lefty on lefty here. Brewer will come on for the Dodgers. 55-22. And here's Reggie. Man at second, 1 out. And he walks. The big inning continues for the A's. Now, I'm going to make another switch. Here is Iron Man, Mike Marshall. Marshall did struggle a little bit in the regular season. He did not pitch as well as he did in real life. So, but he is the ace in the Dodger bullpen. And it'll be Joe Rudy, first and second, nobody out. And that's an infield pop, 1 down. So that's 1 out. We need a double play from Tennis. 3-run homer for Tennis. That ball is gone. And Marshall's struggles continue once again. The 3-run homer makes it 6-3. A 5-run 8th for Oakland. And it's 6-3. Here's Ray Fosse. Big home run for Tennis, who hit 4 in the 1972 series. Fly out and green. Singles, but's caught stealing. So a fly out for Fosse. Green singles and gets caught. Fingers now with a 3-run lead. That was a 5-run 8th. Looked like LA had the game in control. And then Oakland with a huge inning. It's a 6-3 lead now. Here's Wynn leading off. Ground out. The Dodgers need to get something going here. Garvey walks. 1 out walk. So a ground out and a walk. And Joe Ferguson will be up. 35-13 strikeout, 2 down now. And Oakland is 4 outs away from game 1. And ground to short for Say. That ends the inning. We'll go to the 9th. 6-3. Oakland. Marshall will pitch to Fingers. He strikes out. Campaneris, 34-31 fly out. So a K and a fly. And North K. So K, fly, K. K for Fingers, fly for Campy, and K for North. Bottom of the 9th. Oakland 3-run lead in great shape. Russell will lead off. 2 for 3, 2 for 4 now. Fly out to center, 1 down. Here is Yeager. And he Ks LA 1 out away from losing game 1. Pinch hitter Willie Crawford. Crawford probably the best left-handed batter on the bench. And the pitch. 55's an 8 is stopped and line back to the mound. Finger snags it. Game 1 belongs to Oakland. 6-3. 5-run 8th capped by Gene Tennis's 3-run homer. That was the game winner. Oakland wins game 1 6-3 and take a 1-0 series lead. Here's the box score. The big 3-run homer for Tennis. Bando had a big game with 3 RBIs himself. The Dodgers had Buckner had 2 hits and 2 RBIs. Sutton takes the loss, even though he pitched great into the 8th. He kind of lost it there in the 8th. Vita Blue pitched decent but not great. Fingers 3 shutout innings in relief, giving up only 2 hits and a walk, and Fannin 2. That'll do it for game 1. We'll have game 2 next. It'll be 30-game winner Catfish Hunter against 24-game winner Andy Messersmith. Both Cy Youngs in their respective leagues. Should be a great pitcher's duel in game 2. We'll see you then. Thanks for watching game 1. Oakland 6, LA 3.